Hello everyone. Today I wanted to make a video with a request that we've gotten several times recently, and this is something that we're working on making a formal feature, probably a button somewhere, and that is the email quote feature. We get asked a lot, how do I email a quote? How do I email a quote? And for most programs, all they do when you hit the email button, it just converts the page to a screenshot or a PDF, and then you can attach that to an email. Now again, we don't have that formal button in the software right now, but I ran a sample quote here, and let's say I want to send this to the client. Now if I want to send, let's say I want to send just a few companies here. So what I can do, and you don't even have to play with the zoom. So on Mac, it is the shortcut Command-Shift-4, and then you can bring up the screenshot, but on Windows, it's called the snipping tool. So all you do is, there's a shortcut for it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. There it is, yeah. Windows logo key, Shift S. So we just hit New. I highlight the companies I want to, let's just say we want the top 3. And now we have our quote here. So I would just save this to my desktop. So we'll save it as capture. X this out. I open this up. If I want to share it, I just hit share, mail, and I can pick the account I want to send it from. When I do that, it just pops me up into an email. I can type in, client@gmail.com, and I can type up my email. So that's all that, email the quote really does. And I'll show one other example here. So let's say I wanted to show the quote compare page. Same thing. I just go over, I type in my values, and I hit quote. And I would just go to the snipping tool, I would highlight the 3 quotes, and I would send it over. Now if I want to highlight the whole page, I can just zoom out, I can screenshot the whole page, similar to, and this is true with I'm in Chrome, which is just the one I use, but any web browser, Safari, Firefox, you can all zoom out. So even usually a keyboard shortcut too, but just to show here, like if I wanted to send a number of companies for some reason, I could then do this, screenshot all of this, and send that as well. Now, with that said, one thing you want to keep in mind is you do have your light link here. So if you ever want to send something to the client, remember that when you go into your customization page, there's a separate panel for light/embeddable. So when you're setting it over, maybe you don't want them to see your protection series or a life shield. You only want to let them see a few companies. You can whittle this down further. It won't affect what shows in your account up here. Or if you have agents, it won't affect what they see. But you can, if I know I'm about to send something to a client, I only want them to see a few companies, I can whittle it down, and so that they can play with it and they can see, what you want them to see. And again, the light link just looks like this, so anybody with a computer or phone, if I'm on a mobile device, the window will just resize to the mobile device. But I can just put in, $55 premium, 55 age, and it will show me my results. And if the client even wants to narrow down the company further, get more information, they can hit apply now, put in their information, and that'll send as a lead to you. So this can be used in lieu of emailing the client just a screenshot of the quote page or a PDF of that. You can actually send them the link and you can tailor what you want them to see. But those would be the 2 main ways I would say would be best to send a quote currently in the software. And again, in the future we will add a formal button, but for now this is kind of the best way to do it. So it's either emailing them the link or screenshotting and emailing in the way that I showed with the screenshot method.